You are now entering low sec.
Check, check, 1, 2. Come on, almost there.
Signal locked. Implant now broadcasting.
Alright, there we go. Hopefully I'm coming through clearly for you folks. Once again, Radar here with sector news and updates for your day-to-day survival. Hope everyone was able to get their rations and macro doses in a timely fashion. So I've been hearing from some of you, running into you on the streets, and the off chance I'm able to get out of this little fortress here. The results have been good. The feedback, productive, and yes, your resolve has been stronger than I could have ever imagined. I'm speaking directly to you, GIC. That's right, the so-called global industrial complex. We've had your boots in our necks since 2012. You've battered us down, you've killed us, you've taken our families and children away from us. Enough is enough. It's amazing what happens when just a few of us start to wake up. Remember, GIC, you're ultimately governed by humans. And I know a couple folks who can level a building with their bare hands. So from what I understand, by the info I've been able to get both from the people on the street and my lines I have deep within the GIC, a lot of you were able to get your rations. So good fucking news all around, y'all. It's fucking outstanding. I know a lot of you are hurting, and even a simple round of protein packs for the week can help you out a lot. And some more good news. You know, it's a weird day, but we got some good news. Cobalt is doing just fine. I recently ran into him during a routine patrol, followed by a stop at Deet's Discount Cyberware to say hello. Of course, Deet gave me shit about my wheelchair still being powered by my arms, as opposed to a Neuralink, but then I punched him square in the fucking crotch to remind him why I prefer to push myself. Cobalt has just been laying low and cooking some new tech up. He even gave me permission to let you good people know that if he can successfully figure out how to power down condition limiters, he'll release the blueprints, programs, source code, anything that he comes up with to help you get it off. We understand the vast majority of you out there with conflagration abilities, super strength, or even mind control actually aren't a harm to anyone. It's just the GIC trying to maintain control. I also got reports that you all were able to drop at least 5 machine guard units last week. That is fucking monumental. You are humans and LNs that are being limited and starved, and still you were able to come together and try to make an impact. And you did. That's the type of stuff that we need to make the GIC shudder. Now, of course, because you did that, I've got word that they've started production on a 2045B model. Something with some more plating and weaponry, less weak points, all that horseshit. But if Cobalt can crack the code on your limiters, that's not really gonna matter now, is it? We can generate enough heat to melt tungsten with your bare hands. I really don't think the GIC can mass produce multi-billion credit walking tanks fast enough. Everybody, keep up the good work. Speaking of credits, it's pretty weird that now we're on an all-digital system of currency linked to the barcode they tattooed on you when you became a citizen, isn't it? I think that's the only thing that's equal in this damn town. Permaban tattoos. No matter how rich or poor you are, the only difference is the ink quality. For those of you too young to know any other form of identification, you see, back in the day we used to have laminated IDs, similar to your sector badges of today. But we also had social security numbers. It was a number assigned at birth, not so different from your registry number today. But back then we had regular jobs. You were allowed to choose them. And when you got paid, they'd take a percentage out of your check so that if anything were to happen to you, you could basically tap in and be somewhat taken care of. I say somewhat because let's be real. Any elder out there will tell you, the government was always a little corrupt. Just now it's in complete fucking overdrive. Hell, even now, you apply for pregnancies. You get approved, go to basic classes on how to care for a kid, human or otherwise. It gets screened to 4 months. If it's a human, you're free to go and attempt to live on what the government allows. But if it's an LN, well, you're immediately put into a registry. Kids tagged in the womb, and depending on military personnel numbers at the time, well, kid gets assigned to a re-education center for training and indoctrination at birth. Sure, the parents get benefits for the sacrifice, but goddamn, it's a hell of a cost just to be able to have 3 hots and a cot. Now it's time for a little story, everyone. Now, these tales I'm about to tell you, I'm probably going to try and make it a regular thing during the broadcast. They've all been cleared by the people I'm talking about. These are all meant to be a history lesson or a cautionary tale. Take them as you will. Just reminders of days long gone. I know Reinhardt remembers a lot of this mess. He's one of the few rare elders that happened to be drafted back in 2012 when he was still a kid. I want to say he was about 10 years old when all this went sideways. They passed the Lucis Naturae Wellbeing Act. Of course, we all know it as the Parent-Child Separation Act of 2012. It's amazing, you know. There was a boom in LN activity, and the immediate answer was to case, track, and hunt as many of them as they possibly could at the time. Now it's basically a refined assembly line. Reinhardt's father did what he could. He was a military man, running from place to place. But ultimately, Reinhardt got snagged just outside of Berlin, Germany. You see, kids, there used to be things called countries. And inside those countries, depending on where you're from, counties, states, cities. Where you live now, Industrial Prime, used to be called Chicago. You're living in the former state of Illinois. Want to think they wiped all that history. They processed the Commop's dad. They put him in the military. That's where he's been ever since, serving alongside his barrack mates. I was able to join once I came of age. Captain John Varenicus, Dr. Hadrian Cross, they've been here the whole time. You people really think it's a coincidence that we all decided to go AWOL and finally start fighting back all at the same time? Hell, we've been planning this for years. More on that mess another time, though. Varenicus was able to get a hold of me and get some information from some of his troops that he has buried deep on the inside. Ration drop-offs for the week of August 11th through the 17th have been moved. I repeat, ration drop-offs for the week of August 11th through the 17th have been moved. You must now report to the Lucis Naturae Center for Health and Well-Being, Annex Building 12, to get your rations. I know it's a dicey side of town, but let's be real, this is low sec we're talking about. And as predicted, they did catch on to our little broadcast here, but hey, you're still the citizens of Industrial Prime. If they don't want an all-out war on their hands, they have to keep feeding and helping you. So everybody, let's get smart. Let's play our fucking cards right. Form up in an orderly manner. Help the elderly. Women and children first. No fighting over coats or socks or stupid shit like that, alright? Don't take any macro doses unless your condition means you're absolutely dependent on it. If you can go 2 weeks without a dose, pass it on to your fellow LN. They're hurting too. Now remember, everybody, you cannot sell ration booklets. I don't give a shit who you're talking to. I don't care what fucking salesman around the bend is telling you that you can. You can't. No matter what people say, you can't trade them. You can't sell them. You can't turn them back in for credits or paper. 3 ration booklets per household, or are only granted with a permit if it's medically necessary. All ration booklets must have a permaband scanned to approve citizenship, and booklet IDs are linked to your permaband. So no, you cannot sell ration booklets. I'm tired of you people trying to do so, and then you get fucking arrested or put into processing. It's just not necessary. It's a stupid step. Don't even risk it. There's reports of waves of all you good people taking a stand, taking to the streets, destroying batches of Series 400 macro. It's staggering. It's absolutely amazing. You're not only helping yourself, but you're helping your fellow LN. That shit is poison. So about now, you people are probably asking me, hey, Radar, you're a human. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to help us? Oh, yeah, you're right. I am a human. No conditions over here. Class H00. I grew up outside of the system. I was 15 when I registered for service. It was for my own survival, though. My father died trying to keep me safe, very much like Reinhardt. And I couldn't hack it being a stray. I saw the world from outside the walls of Industrial Prime. It's a hard life. At the time, I didn't want it. I wanted to keep my head low and guarantee myself that I was fed and taken care of, and I thought the GIC was the answer. I'm pushing 33 now. I've served on patrol duty. I was a former exo unit until my accident. I've seen enough of you good people struggling to realize how out of control this government is. I'm trying my best to help you all now, and I can't apologize enough to all of you. They may not hear from me for at least another week or so. I need to move operations, and it takes time to move. Get set up and get the feet out again. But until then, remember, August 14th, rations by law. For ration codes A through M. N through Z starts on the 21st. I know you all can do this. Let's pull together. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you in LoSec. Over and out.
Broadcast terminated.
You've been listening to broadcast number 2, Resolve, right here on LoSec Pirate Radio. The episode was once again directed, written, produced, and also voiced by myself, Jacob Lopez. So I see the analytics. Thank you guys for coming back. It seems like you all were just waiting for me to figure out how to make an episodes going forward. I want you all to know I really appreciate each and every one of you out there that's listening. We're starting off a little slow, but we'll pick it back up somehow. We'll figure it out, because that's what it's all about in LoSec, figuring out how to survive. So everybody have a good one. I'll catch you in 3. I'll see you in LoSec.
Thank you for choosing Halcyon Industrial.